I'm a magician and I made my passport disappear. I flew all the way down to Acapulco, Mexico to perform on board the beautiful Regent Mariner cruise ship. Unfortunately, while in transit, my passport got either lost or stolen while I was in the Mexico City airport. So when I tried to board the ship in Acapulco, I was told that I couldn't get on. So I spent the whole day doing a bunch of internet research and concluded that the only way for me to board that cruise ship was going to be for me to fly back to Mexico City, visit the US Embassy, and obtain an emergency US passport. So here's the other problem. In order for me to obtain an emergency US passport, I need proof of citizenship. And I don't just keep my birth certificate in my back pocket, and FedEx would have taken too long to get it to me. So instead, my superhero girlfriend offered to fly herself with my birth certificate in hand to deliver it to me in person. This gave us an opportunity to spend a day exploring the sites, stroll through Old Town Mexico City, visit some museums, enjoy the beautiful architecture, eat some amazing food. But on Monday morning, it was game time. I knew that time was of the essence and that if I did not successfully convince the US Embassy to give me an emergency passport that day, I would have no hope of making my flight the next day from Mexico City to Costa Rica to board the cruise ship before it sailed away through the Panama Canal. Early Monday morning, I decided to travel to the US Embassy by public transportation, which I may or may not have regretted. When I arrived at the US Embassy, I was not alone. There was a line around the block of people trying to obtain appointments, to get visas, and gain entry into the United States. Just as a side note, I do want to acknowledge the dark irony of me being stuck in Mexico, trying to prove my US citizenship during these times. I sat in a room that felt like a doctor's office for an hour and a half until they called my name, and then waited another 30 minutes for them to give me my emergency US passport. Eureka! I finally had what I needed. The next morning, I got up early and flew myself and all of my luggage to San Jose, Costa Rica. But the cruise port is about an hour and a half van ride away. So I had to get a driver scheduled to drive me and my bags all the way to the port town of Punta Arenas, Costa Rica, to board the cruise ship. I have never been so relieved to see a cruise ship in my life. But that celebratory spirit came to a screeching halt when, as I was checking into the cruise ship, I saw my face on the daily program, which can only mean one thing. I am scheduled to perform my show that night. It was 3:30 p.m. I knew I only had a few hours to unpack, set up, do tech rehearsal, and perform my show for the guests. As crazy as that day was, getting to perform for such a warm and enthusiastic audience was just the medicine I needed after an incredible saga.